Okay. Yeah. It is so warm here. Hi guys, here is the cleaning Q&A video. Thank you for all your questions. I've got them here on my computer and I hope I have them. I have all of them. But if I forget a question, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm a serious case of baby brain. It's really hard to focus or even think, it sometimes seems. But let's get right into it. The first question is from the Bettina 6 and she writes, I noticed you hang all your clothes to dry after washing. Where do you hang large items such as sheets and duvet covers? Very good question, because I don't show that in videos, I think. But I hang them on top of doors. So doors are clean, of course, on top, because they can be very dusty. Yeah, I always hang them on doors, and when it's very nice weather I hang them outside, because I have some wire outside where I can hang dry my clothes and large items too. So it's either outside or on the door. The next question is from Emmy Spink and she says, Hi Vicina, just wanted to know, how do you mop your floors? I never see a bucket with water or anything. Also, what product do you use to mop the floor and what mop is it? Thanks. Well, I do use a bucket of water when I mop the floors, but I always edit it out, because I think it's just a little bit boring to see me put the mop in and out of the bucket. But maybe I should leave it in sometime. But yeah, I just use a bucket, a very normal, regular bucket. And then I use some eco-friendly all-purpose cleaner. And at the moment I'm using this Ecofair all-purpose cleaner. Now I really want to try some other brands. I heard that the Method brand is also eco-friendly, and we have also Clock in the Netherlands. I don't know if they sell internationally, but there was recently some kind of a research in which they compared all kinds of all-purpose cleaners, and turns out that Clock, the eco-friendly all-purpose cleaner, or one of the eco-friendly all-purpose cleaners you can buy, is one of the best. So I really want to try that one. Now I do use other Clock products like this one for laundry. For the floors, just an all-purpose cleaner, and I used some just some vinegar in the past. So I would add like 3 parts water, 1 part vinegar, something like that. But I don't have a particular special floor cleaner or anything. Now you also asked about a mop, and that is a mop from the brand Jemako, and they sell in a lot of European countries. I don't know if they sell in America too. Now I really like the mop, although it's not that special. I mean, I think a lot of brands have similar ones. I will include a clip so you can see it in detail. Now I really like that the height is adjustable. And what I don't really like about it is that this part doesn't go all the way to the sides. So when you want to mop or sweep a corner, the corners of the mop or the Swiffer parts don't reach the ground. So that doesn't work really well. But other than that, it's a great mop, and I really like that you can add the cloth to really mop, and also the Swiffer part. And then there's also this white one. And that is for after you have mopped the floor, you can dry it with this thing. And it also takes the last of the dirt off the floor, but I don't use it very much, just because I'm usually really tired when all the cleaning is done and I mop the floors. But it's really great too, and it always surprises me how much dirt it still collects even after sweeping and mopping. The next question is from Janana Atman, and I hope I pronounce your name the right way. And you ask if you guys can see me do some garden work. And I thought about it, but I'm not sure, because it's really hard to film in the garden without showing the neighborhood, privacy reasons. But if I can figure something out around that, then I will include it. But it won't be in the near future, because all the garden work is done by my husband Daniel at the moment, because I'm in my last trimester of pregnancy. But I will keep it in mind for the future. Now the next question is from Tina Love, and she asks, please tell me your daily cleaning routine. What is like a mitten in your laundry? I love your weekly cleaning video. Well, thank you very much. First question, my daily cleaning routine. Well, my daily cleaning routine isn't that impressive, especially at the moment because I'm pregnant and exhausted all the time. But things I do every day or almost every day is clean the sink and the countertops in the kitchen. Sometimes the stove, but that's more like twice a week, I think. And my husband would like me to clean the stove more often because that's one of the things he really wants to have clean, or else he's really annoyed by it. And apart from that, I changed the kitchen towels and the rag or the cleaning cloth near the sink too, although I must confess not every single day. And apart from that, just whatever is necessary, so maybe I'll wash a load of laundry or fold some clothes or iron or dust a little bit, things like that. Your second question is what is like a mitten in your laundry, and I'm sure you mean those little things. And I've gotten a lot of questions about them, and they are like small pockets or mittens, and I use them in the shower to wash myself. They are really convenient, and I'm always a little bit surprised that so many people don't know what they are, because I grew up using them and I always thought that everyone would use these to wash themselves in the shower. But of course you could use a sponge or maybe just rinse yourself, I don't know. They are called Washandjes, and you can make them yourself very easily. Just take an old towel and cut it up into the size you want, and then you sew them. My mom does that sometimes, but most of the time we just buy them. But I mean, you can use them for years. I wash them really hot so they stay nice and fresh. But yeah, we use them in the shower. The next question is from Home Sweet Home USA, and she asks, do you clean the whole house all at once? Well, I used to. I used to clean the whole house at once on Saturdays. That was the doorbell. My husband is expecting someone. But yeah, I used to clean the entire house on Saturdays, and then that changed to Mondays like you saw in my videos. But it just it's too much work at the moment, so...
Ik ga afwappen met Bastiaan.
Oké.
Sorry voor de onderbreking.
Maakt niet uit.
Even je smartphone. Je weet hoe ik te bereiken ben, hè?
Op mijn nummer.
Ja.
Hoe laat ben je weer thuis, denk je?
Even kijken hoor, ik denk 6 uur koken. Nou, we gaan zeg maar tussen 7 en half 8, zoiets.
Oké. Doei! Sorry about that. That was my husband. He is leaving now with a friend. So yes, I cleaned the whole house on Saturdays and then on Mondays, and of course I can't do literally everything, so I would always do a little bit extra during the week, washing a load of laundry or clean the kitchen or whatever. But I really love to do the majority of the cleaning on one day, just get everything out of the way at once. And when I'm cleaning, I kind of enjoy it, and I can hardly stop. It's just very satisfying in a way. But at the moment it's just too much because I'm so exhausted all the time now that I am in the final stages of my pregnancy. So I have to do the majority of the cleaning in 2 days, and sometimes even more, and just do a little bit every day because I just can't do it all in one day anymore. But I hope that will be the case in the future, although with a baby I know that's not possible. So I will have to continue to do a little bit every day, but we'll see how that goes. Then the next question is from Christina Chabalin. Chabalin? Is it French? Chabalin. Or I don't know, sorry. Is everything miniature or are you just super tall? I really had to laugh about your question, and I guess both are true. I am pretty tall and some of the furniture is pretty tiny, like our couch that's really small and low. And we also have a pretty tiny desk. Then the next question is from Colleen Saunders, and she asks, the stuff you wipe on your cloth and clean your sink, what kind of product is it? I have it over here somewhere. It is this citroensteen, which translates to lemon stone. I don't know if you can get it in the States by that name. I saw that someone in the comments talks about a product called Earth Brite. Now I don't know the product, but maybe you could look into it if you really want to have something like this. Now it is a solid paste. It's almost empty. But I just wet a sponge and then I clean the sink with it. It's a mild abrasive. So it makes the sink always shiny again. I use it on other things too. Sometimes for the stove or for example the kitchen cabinets if there is some grease on it that's really hard to remove. And it works great for those things too. Then the next few questions are from Kenzaben. And she asks, I was wondering, how do you wash your cleaning cloths and mops? Do you load them in the washing machine alone or with other things? Because I don't like to turn on my washing machine just for a couple of cloths. Well, me neither. I don't like to turn on the washing machine for just a few things. So I wash them together with towels, socks, with these little Washandjes. What else? Kitchen towels. All the cleaning rags, of course, and sometimes some underwear that can be washed really hot. So those things. So I make sure I have a full load of laundry. Also, what are those square towels? Well, I talked about that in the video. I use them to wash myself in the shower. And what is the product in the little container that you use for the kitchen sink? Also discussed that. Oh, you're really enjoying my cleaning Monday videos. Thank you. That's always so nice and motivating for me to hear, because it's quite a lot of work to record everything, but I love it. So thank you very much. And then next question is from Lilnet for what's the drying rack you use? That's a drying rack. I think it's from IKEA. How long do your clothes take to dry and how do you prevent crunchy clothes? Now the clothes take quite a long time to dry. I never really measured it. But on average, well, I don't know, maybe like 18 to 24 hours if they are inside. And when I open a window, it goes a little bit faster. And when I hang them outside, it goes really fast, especially when there's a lot of sun. They can dry in like 4 hours or even less. But yeah, those are estimates. I'm not really sure, but of course, it takes quite a bit longer than than if you have a dryer. And how do you prevent crunchy clothes? So in general, I don't really notice the clothes getting really crunchy. Towels and little Washandjes, they get crunchy sometimes, but I don't mind. And if I have a guest who I want to have, if I want the guest to have a really soft towel and a soft Washandje, then I'll just rub it together, because that's what happens in a dryer too. Because of the movement, it gets soft. So I'll just rub it together for a few moments, not that long, and then it gets nice and soft. The next question is from Anne Charlie, and she asks, have you thought about a different cleaning routine for when the baby arrives? Yes, I thought about it, but I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, because I have no idea what life will be like when the baby is here. But I'm sure it will be a little bit of cleaning every day when the baby naps, or maybe I can carry the baby in a wrap and then clean a little bit. I'm not sure, we'll see. And then the other question, what are your nursery plans? Your bedroom is tiny and your bed frame is very big, which blocks access around the room. I just wondered how you will fit the bassinet wheels whilst at the same time allowing space to actually enter and exit the bed. Yes, now it's the time to resolve all practical issues. Yes, you're right, our bed is very big and it doesn't leave much room for a little baby bed. But I found one on Amazon that has the exact amount of inches that is left beside our bed. So I'm going to order that one. And I hope the information on the website is right. And then it would fit, it would just fit. And we also have a bigger baby bed for the baby's room, but I don't think the baby will sleep a lot in it until he is bigger. And it might be a little inconvenient to enter and exit the bed. I just have to climb around it. But of course the baby bed is not as long as our bed, so I guess I can enter and exit the bed at the part where my feet are, if that makes sense. And apart from that, the nursery plants, I have a few decoration ideas, and I really want to keep it simple, but I will show you the nursery when it is done in another video. But it mainly is decorating some used furniture that we bought from our brother and sister-in-law, and some furniture that we already had. And my mom is helping me by sewing a few things. For example, a pillow cover for on top of the, I don't know what it's called, the table that you can change, the changing table, I guess, yes. But I will show you how it turns out in a future video, and there are still a few things that I have to figure out, so I'm not 100% set on how it's going to look like, but I will keep you updated. Now the next question, or next few questions, are from Bright Purple Viking. First one is, do you have a specific type of cleaning cloth you like to use for various tasks? I use a little sponge for the sink, or maybe it's called Scourer. Well, you can see, you see them every week, of course. And sometimes I use this little cleaning pads for the sink too. And I'm not really picky, I really love them both. So those for the sink. And then for drying my windows, I have a really specific cloth. And I showed you this in a previous video. It absorbs the moisture really, really well. So I really love this one. And I also use it sometimes to dry other things. But I use this for windows. And then for the other tasks around the house, I just pick a random cleaning cloth. I have this really cheap cotton cleaning rags, and they work well for a lot of things. And I make sure to wash them really hot, so yeah, I could use them for anything from the bathroom to the kitchen. Sounds gross, I know, but like I said, I wash them really hot. And yeah, I'm not really picky when it comes to these cleaning rags. Our next question is, do you ever have to do anything special to keep your tile grout lines clean? No, I don't really have a problem with that, and the part that would get dirty the most behind the stove. And there is a little glass wall behind the stove and the kitchen tiles. The glass wall collects all dirt and I have to clean that a lot, but that's make sure that the tile grout lines don't get dirty. And I'm sorry, I don't know really a great solution for that. Also, when you clean your laminates wood flooring, do you use a specific cleaner for it? No, I just use all-purpose cleaner or a little bit of vinegar. Would also love to see what you use to clean your face and hair, as both are flawless and beautiful. Thank you very much. Now, a few more people have asked about my hair and skincare routine, and I will make a separate video about it. I can't promise it will be really soon, but I'm planning to film it. So that will be up in the future. You're right, thank you for your channel. Again, I'm often stuck in the hospital for weeks at a time with my daughter while she has chemotherapy, and somehow watching your cleaning videos reminds me that I have a home I'm blessed with and can clean when I return home. And I'm somehow reminded that the hospital isn't my home. I'm really sorry to hear about your daughter, and I think you added me on Facebook and I've read a few of your updates. And everyone who hears this, please send them your love and prayers. Now the next question is from Cedar Fusco. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Do you plan on doing a home birth or water birth? I am 11 weeks currently with my second child. And with my first, I was at a birthing center with my midwife. I've always wanted to try water birthing. I love your videos. Thank you. Now I am leaning towards water birth because I really like the idea that it would help with the dilation and also with pain, that it relieves the pain a little bit. And our hospital has a birthing bath or a birthing pool. I don't know what's the right word, but we can go there and bring our own midwife. So if there's nothing special going on medically, if everything is normal, we go to the hospital with our midwife and I would give birth in the pool. Now when the birth would be going really fast when I'm at home and I'm 10 centimeters dilated really fast, then I will stay at home and just give birth at home. But when it takes a little bit longer, I would like to go to the hospital to give birth in the pool. The next question is from Isabella Violet. You don't use vacuum. Can you tell me why? And great video as always. Thank you. Well, I don't use a vacuum because of one very simple reason. We have a vacuum, but it's really old and smelly. So whenever I turn it on, the house gets really smelly too. And I know some people put a little bit of the laundry powder inside of it, but I don't want to have the laundry powder in the air and breathe it in, so I don't do that. And maybe I should really thoroughly clean it, maybe that would help, but I just haven't gotten around to do it. And I really like my Swiffer, and that does the job beautifully. And also our vacuum cleaner is really heavy, so that's another reason I don't like to get it out of the closet and use it. The next question is also from Isabella, and she asked, where do you keep your shoes and do you take them off at home? Now we keep our shoes in the hallway. We have a coat closet, or a front closet there. So our coats are on the top and then we keep all the shoes in the bottom. And usually we do take our shoes off at home, but when I know I will be mopping the next day, I sometimes keep them on. We're not really that strict. The doorbell. That was my husband again. Now the next question is from Noah Atwa, and she says, what do you work? And I really want to see a day in the life. Well, I worked at an insurance company. I don't work at the moment. I worked at this company who hired you for like 6 months at a time or so. And when my contracts ended, they didn't need me anymore there. And that wasn't bad timing because I then just found out that I was pregnant. I was about 8 weeks pregnant then, and I was feeling very nauseous and tired and everything. I was glad I could stop there, and I also didn't like the job that much. So then I stayed home for a while in the first trimester, and then in the second trimester I looked around for a job again and didn't really find anything, and I didn't look very hard because I was still feeling miserable, to be honest. And the thought of starting a new job was just not very appealing, and with budgeting we could manage financially with my husband's income. And then about a day in the life, which is a great idea, but there's nothing much going on in my everyday life now because I just take it really easy. So I don't know if that will be interesting. Let me know if you really want to see that. Maybe it will be more interesting when baby is here, but I don't know, just let me know what you would like. The next question is from Lupe Flores. Again, I don't know how to pronounce it. Can you do a house tour? And some more people have asked about a house tour, and I guess I could certainly do a house tour. Maybe when the nursery is ready, I think that would be the best time, so I could include that too. So thank you for the idea. I will add it to my list, definitely. And then Carlene Bolden asks, when are you due? I am due September 15, so that's getting really close. I'm really excited and we can't wait to meet our little man. Now some of you also asked me about a cleaning schedule, if there is a certain schedule that I use. And I always used to make a schedule like this. Similar idea here. And it just has all the tasks here and then the week numbers here. I don't think it really works, or at least it doesn't work for me when I make a schedule that says on Monday you have to do this, on Tuesday you have to do this, because life gets in the way, and I just never really followed the plan when it's that specific. So instead I just wrote down all the tasks and over here the numbers of the weeks. And whenever for example, when I cleaned the bathroom, I would make a little note here under week 44 if that was the week that I cleaned the toilet. So I kept track of when I cleaned it. So that way I would make sure that everything got cleaned very frequently. Now I used it for quite some time, but I don't use it anymore. I still think it's a great schedule, but it's just the schedule is in my head and I really know really well when I cleaned something for the last time on average. So I just look around the house and see what needs cleaning the most. But if you would like a schedule, if that would help you, I can translate this and put it on Facebook. Then you can download it there and well, maybe it would work for you. Now I guess those were all the questions. So thank you very much for all your questions, and also for all your kind comments, and a lot of you also tell me where you guys are from, which is very much fun to read because it's just really interesting to see from what parts of the world people are watching the cleaning videos. So thank you for that, and I really enjoyed answering all your questions. I hope I didn't look too tired. Like I said, I'm exhausted all the time, so I'm sorry if that is too obvious. Yeah, if I missed any of your questions, please let me know in the comments, or if you have any new questions, you can also let me know and I will try to answer them all. So thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye! Both are like, well, we're going outside for a walk now. There's this beautiful little castle.